What up, G? Welcome, everybody, to the One Shot Killers podcast. I am your host, hardcore icon, Braden Scott, in with your co-host, that, well, he was here. Joe Malvano? Well, don't know where he went, but while we wait for young Joseph, we're going to take a hit. And then we'll get into the show. Because I have no clue where the fuck he went. So, it's okay. We love to smoke around here. And hopefully that gives my man a minute. But yeah. Welcome, everybody. Today, we got a little bit of Gorilla Glue 44. Some pretty good stuff. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Still no sign of life from Joe. What the fuck? Well. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Where the fuck are you? Yeah. Where the fuck is shit, hold on, everybody. I gotta see what's going on. Because I don't know where. There he is! Oh my fuck!
Dude,
What?
I don't know what happened. I was waiting for you and you disappeared, and then I seen that you're on the screen because I looked at my phone and I'm like, what is going on?
Okay, this was the most awful 4-minute introduction I've ever done.
My bad. I thought I was waiting for you, not realizing you're waiting for me. I did not know that.
It's okay. It's
if
okay.
I didn't look at my phone, I would have never been here right now.
I was about to text you.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
Oh, you're okay. Oh, I almost feel like I'm on
hit, bro.
We do. I feel like I'm on an episode of Pranked.
But I have been seeing, I think JD said it on his show, that YouTube is fucking up. So that could have been it.
Nah, bro. You were just like, you see that little retard right there? Sorry about that word, y'all. But you were like, I want to make him look bad.
I really didn't, honestly, bro. You were there, and then I went to look at something, and I looked back, and you're gone, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I waited, and then I was thinking in my head, let me go on YouTube and see if he is on there. And I seen your face, and I'm like, what? If I didn't do that, I would not be here yet.
Oh, no. You're all good. You just make me laugh. Oh, I needed that. I really did need that.
I'm taking a hit for this.
Okay. That was Botchamania, but it's okay.
My bad.
It's okay. You're all good, my man. You're all good. That was funny. Yeah. But no, I'm gonna take a hit with you. I'm just glad to have you, bro, because I was like, welcome everybody to the One Shot. Oh. And then I was just like, whoops. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to take a hit. And bro, I took a hit already because I was waiting on you. And then you were still not here, and I was like, oh, I don't know. I was here.
I was here in spirit.
Just like Roman Reigns, bro. And you know what? It's been confirmed, bro. It's pretty much confirmed. All the major wrestling news outlets are talking this. Brock Lesnar, LA Knight. You know what? I'm starting there. I'm starting with something that makes me laugh.
Are we really about to get? Because he's showing up on Monday, I believe, this Monday. So that's the go home show before the Chamber. We're about to see.
Yeah, and Brock Lesnar is going to be in the chamber. And as I told you, he's going to eliminate LA Knight. Yeah.
So stupid. This is so. I don't
And
know why
then
I'm
this
talking
is
about
going to
this.
build up to the WrestleMania match where you're going to get suplex, 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 suplex,
F5.
suplex.
1, 2, 3.
No, even better, Kimura lock, break his arm, and make him tap out.
Screw that shit. You know what I really want to talk about?
What's up?
Miss Parker.
Dude. So I'll say this right now. I could not tell you a damn thing about NXT because I
Neither
did
can
not
I.
watch.
I'm
But
talking about
however,
she's hurt.
oh, I know. I just had to lay that out there. But however, now why I did not watch is a good question. All right. And it's because Jada Parker's hurt. All right. She's got it. I think she's going to go under neck surgery, which is a damn shame, bro, to be out with a neck problem.
She just came back.
Yeah, and we just lost her like that, bro.
Oh my gosh. Like, I seen that. I'm like, no. I
And you know
posted it right away.
and you know what that usually means for a WWE career when you get injured back to back.
You're done, probably.
Mm.
Like, I'm not saying that she's done, but
But
I
it's
think
usually how it goes.
I think honestly her being the top of the card, that's done. Like, that's probably for sure done, unfortunately.
Which that breaks my heart.
Damn, I tried not to clear it, but I did anyways. Oh my god.
Damn, that's
This
pretty
is
fucking
real.
awesome.
This is real.
Yes,
I'm in
sir. I see
tears.
them gangster tears, bro. I see them.
Luckily, I got some soda.
Oh, I got coffee.
I still got a cough. Oh my god.
Man, sometimes the meds be doing that to you, bro. Man, it happens. You are all good.
Weed dates really get me.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you said what? That's your first one of the day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We also got to talk about Chris Jericho's contract being frozen.
Yes, as I told you so. All right, so let's talk about it. All right, Chris Jericho, y'all. You know the guy that everybody's been waiting to show up at the Rumble, the Elimination Chamber. Well, how about none? All right, because Tony Khan has frozen the contract of Chris Jericho. And then, in the time that Chris was injured and away, just like with Ray Phoenix, all right, Tony Khan, being the great mastermind of professional wrestling that he is, tacked on injury time.
Why though? I hate this. I hate Tony's supposed to be different.
And oh, bro, that's why we didn't get Cena and Edge last year.
Gosh, this is so stupid. Honestly, I'm not a fan of him doing this. Like, that is just so stupid. If the dude's done everything he possibly could in AEW, let him go back to the E. It's gonna happen regardless. No matter what you do, he'll be there eventually. Maybe not now. Next year, who knows? But I do believe he will. I just think this is stupid.
I feel like it only makes it a bigger deal when he eventually comes back.
I hate when he does this shit, bro. WWE, AEW, it doesn't matter. TNA, like, if someone doesn't want to be there, let them go. Like, what is the point of keeping them hostage, basically?
Just to do it.
It's so petty. Like,
But
we talk pettiness with Triple H. We got to be honest with Tony Khan too. They both do it.
But at least Tony Khan did something that the game hasn't done in a while. Last night's AEW Dynamite was sold out. 3,007 tickets were available, which actually, now that I hear that, that's not a lot at all. But
They need
anyways,
more. Dude.
but anyways, it's still good. It's still good. They sold out 3,007 tickets. They had 3,007 tickets. And so it was a sellout night, no matter how you look at it. And
Oh, see, now he does it. See, we're both doing this. There's the mark. Here he comes.
This bullshit. But
I'm telling
anyways,
you, dude.
what I was saying was that God, what the fuck was it saying?
About see, I forgot too. That's what's bad. It was about the Are you serious? On this.
Man, this is that episode that you never want released because it's like the bloopers cut.
Chris Jericho.
Oh yeah, Jericho. So contract frozen, ain't coming back to the Elimination Chamber, ain't coming back to the Rumble, ain't coming back at WrestleMania. And bro, if you think about it, oh yeah, brother, no, we were past that. We were about last night's Dynamite sold out. They sold
Yes.
out 3,007 tickets.
Don't
All
smoke
right.
weed sometimes.
It's man, I feel you. I took 2 dabs and wow. All right, but anyhow, so they sold out 3,007 tickets, loud ass crowd last night. And
Sacramento, I believe.
yes, sir. And they have been selling out for the last couple weeks. And not only that, according to ratings, more people are tuning into Dynamite. What could be WWE's failure could be AEW's success. Like, let me give you this, right? So you remember when we looked at the prices for
Yeah.
WrestleMania this year? $13,000 for the front row. I seen a guy say I bought my ticket this morning, $44 to go to last night's AEW.
Gosh, that's awesome. See,
And
that's something I'd pay.
exactly. And I seen his view, bro. You could see everything and it looked great.
And that's all
And
that matters.
and that's where I feel like if WWE keeps doing this shit, bro, people are going to tune into AEW because not everybody is going to afford to go to WrestleMania. WrestleMania 42 hasn't sold out yet, but they did release the numbers finally for WrestleMania last year. WrestleMania last year in Vegas made $33.3 million per night, $66 million in total. It was Joe, that show generated more money than any wrestling event in wrestling history.
That's crazy. And it really, the ending of the show was awful for night two.
Yes, it was.
Cena, Cody.
But them upping the prices like they did is how they got to that figure. And I feel like, every year they try to be like record breaking attendance or highest gate ever. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
they're not going to have that this year. I truly do not believe it.
They went back to the same place, too. The same place.
And the reason why is they thought they were going to make that 66 million again.
Nope. I bet you New Orleans is probably happy they didn't get this WrestleMania.
Dude, you know what? I feel bad for New Orleans, but at the same time, I don't. Because would you, even living in New Orleans, Joe, pay $50,000 to go to WrestleMania 42?
This WrestleMania, this card looking, how it looks, and how the build's just been like not there really. No.
Come
Now,
on,
if it was built up,
you're getting LA Knight versus Brock Lesnar.
if this is WrestleMania 17, I'm going.
This ain't, bro. This is Triple H TKO WrestleMania 42.
Bro, I watched over when I used to watch it as a kid, man. The rock music, the pyro, the stage sets, the crowd, the signs, everything was so awesome back then.
It
But
was,
now you
but
look at it,
and you're the old guy now. You're the old fuddy duddy that goes back in my day.
dude, am I wrong though? You know I'm not wrong.
No, you're not wrong, but at the same time, it's like it
I know
is
I'm
what
young.
it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And
Should be better.
I feel bad for the WWE because they're gonna make this WrestleMania look really bad. But that's because they made a lot of piss poor decisions. Then, even though they had those tickets 25% off of the original ticket price, they're still refusing to lower the tickets, despite us getting closer to WrestleMania 42.
Idiots. This company's an idiot. You think you feel bad for them? Come on.
I
Don't feel
mean,
bad for them. They don't care about us. They're giving our guy LA Knight Brock Lesnar.
that's kind of funny.
Boom, boom, boom,
Like,
boom,
bro,
boom. Yeah, you
you
know.
got to admit it's kind of funny.
No, because I'm pissed about this. This is not. Why? What am I not? Am I shocked? No. Triple H don't care about us. I thought he did, but he's as bad sometimes as Vince. He might have a little bit better booking, but he's still not as good. Like this is just
All right.
TKO. That they're killing this company.
But let's talk about something that killed the business in a good way. Dynamite last night, because even though they only had 3,000 fans in attendance, they were loud as fuck, like I said, and the show was actually really fucking good top to bottom. I
Yes,
think it was Mark Davis
Moxley.
and Moxley to start the show, bro. Absolute fucking clinic, bro. And they went like a good 20 minutes.
Mark Davis is very good. Like very good. Like I think he punched his arm into the turnbuckle and like broke it or something. I seen,
Mm-hmm.
or his hand. Like he punched it into the I think it was the outside area somewhere. Like he straight punched it, and they said like he broke it or something. I seen. So if that's true,
Damn.
and he continued the match, that's crazy.
And bro, you know
Respect to
what?
him.
That's one badass motherfucker.
Yes, he is, man. And it was a great match. Moxley wins in the end, which I figured was going to happen. But Mark, he looked very good. Like, more of him, please.
Absolutely, bro. But Moxley did make his ass tap. And
Yeah.
that's all that matters. All right, and but we're still not getting that. I don't think we're getting what I want out of the Death Riders. I'm still waiting on them to turn on Moxley. I'm still waiting for Claudio versus Moxley, and we're not getting it.
Well, Moxley, they had a promo where Moxley issued the challenge to Takeshita at Revolution, not Evolution, Revolution for the championship. He's going to defend his title, and he said 60-minute time. No, they don't want. He doesn't want any of that. He wants this match to finish with the winner of him or Takeshita. And I think Takeshita goes over because Okada was talking a lot of shit, and Don Callis accepted it.
We get Okada versus Takeshita for the title.
Double or Nothing in New York, or do we wait 1 month later or 2 months later, whatever it is, for All In?
I feel like they're not gonna be able to book it that long.
I'm gonna go with Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing
It's
for
still New
sure.
York, regardless. That's a loud crowd, and Okada was like, "Kyle is my best friend," because I guess Takeshita was hanging with Kyle in Australia, is what Don Callis said. Okada's
so
like, "That's my
Fletcher's
best
joining.
friend."
So Fletcher's joining the Don Callis family.
Well, he's been with them, I thought.
Wait, no, I'm thinking O'Reilly.
Yeah, no, it's Kyle Fletcher. He's been with them, but yeah,
I don't know
Okada,
why I thought O'Reilly. My bad.
Takeshita's gonna beat Moxley, and we're gonna get Okada Takeshita, hopefully a Double or Nothing. Like that's your biggest people in a way, one of your biggest. So I would have that match. Maybe they run it back again at All In, and we get the real match.
See, I feel like uh, how would we book it? You know what I mean? Like, what would you do to keep the fans invested? Because the problem with between or Nothing and All In is the time in between the pay-per-views. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, how are you going to keep this rivalry going till us to get to All In?
I believe Double or Nothing is May. It's like I think it's Memorial Day or
Right, and I believe All In is what usually in August.
yeah, it's August 30th, my dad's birthday.
Right, so that's a good chunk of time, bro. That's 4 months.
Yeah, I don't know how about I don't know about that. They could if they actually wanted to make it work. I just don't know if they will.
Oh wait, no,
But
May to August is 3 months. Never mind.
that's still like that's still far. But I don't know. They could do it. They could make it work. It's just if they decide to, or if they just be lazy and go with something else. But I don't know. But I want that match at one of those shows, Double or Nothing or All In, because that's a main event anywhere.
I can see that. I wouldn't mind that at all.
But now, okay, I love these two teams. They're absolutely my absolute favorite teams in the entire world. You know how I feel about the Young Bucks. You know how I feel about FTR. But what have I always said, Brandon?
It's basically the New Day and the Usos.
Yes, and here we are, and I'm starting to go down that road. But they didn't face off for in 2 years. I think it was like Dynasty 2024. But still, like I'm sick of this.
Bro,
It's the same shit.
and I think the problem is it's still fresh on everybody's mind. It's not one of those things where, like, to me, enough time has passed for us to re-care about the feud. But however, I feel like Private Party was the best choice. I'm still gonna say that. But however, the Bucks had a pretty decent promo. To start off tonight. I don't really see them. I still really don't care for him, bro. Like to me, I just don't get where the story went. You know what I mean? I don't know how we went from being the dickheaded EVPs that went broke to
Good guys.
right all of a
Like
sudden. Like
even
I guess like for me, I'm not invested with what they're doing. That none of it just makes sense in my head. So for me, like even though like it was their typical shit. I found no enjoyment in it because I'm thinking, how did we get from here to here? It truthfully in a storyline which would make sense. And I don't think it was executed well. I don't think the Bucks are the guys to beat FTR.
they're
It
not winning.
real it really should have been Private
Party.
Party.
Hopefully they get those chances. But the Young Bucks or FTR had a promo with what's his name? I forgot his name. Their manager.
Brandon Cutler?
No, not Brand. No, not the Young Bucks. I meant FTR.
Stokely.
Stokely. Stokely was talking facts, bro. He basically just said what you said. Like they went from being bad guys and now they're shaking hands with Private
Mhm.
Party and doing all this and
That's what I
then
was
they
talking
get
about.
then they get super kicked by FTR and then he's talking
Mhm.
shit and then he turns around and then these ungrateful marks, bro, super kick a man in a wheelchair.
Bro, that's real fucking low. Maybe they still are dickheads.
Yeah, maybe they are. This is why FTR is the greatest tag team in the wrestling business.
Yeet.
After we cheered MJF.
Hey, NJF is a good guy, bro. All right.
He told that kid the truth.
And his dad wasn't gonna.
His dad didn't care. He was probably cheering him.
Exactly.
That's funny. Oh my gosh, bro. The Brody King segment. Did you hear it?
No.
Did you hear fuck ice, fuck ice, fuck ice? Because that's all I heard.
I mean, they may.
Every time
No,
he's on the screen.
no, because I wasn't watching at the time. Dinner had just got done when he was coming out.
He was
So,
talking.
oh,
Yeah.
and so and like the crowd just broke out in it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was loud, and I watched it taped over, so I didn't watch it live. I watched it this morning, and it
Uh-huh.
was still there and everything. And I'm like, damn, it literally fuck ice. That's all you heard. It was loud. I mean, like loud. But he
I mean,
said, I couldn't even
bro,
hear what he said at first.
like, bro, for me, I'll say it like this: you paid the tickets, you have the right to say what you want.
Yeah.
So on that one, they paid their ticket. They have the right to say what they want.
They said what they wanted.
Not saying that I agree with them, but I gotta admit it is kind of hilarious, just a little bit.
It's crazy though. Every segment he has, but
But, you know,
it's only him.
I think it's because he made the fuck ice shirt,
Yeah,
and now he's like the fuck ice guy.
I guess because literally every time he is on the screen, and I told you that if they tried to get away from him and wouldn't have him on the screen, it would be bad. And
So here's the thing, right? It's gonna bring bad publicity. Let's just face it for what it is.
you know,
But however, sometimes controversy creates cash. And if this is what the people want to do, and it's going to bring eyes on the programming,
let them do what they want.
let them do what they want.
Gets your money, like you said. But then we went into women's action, which was a four-way with Willow, Mina, Megan Bain, and Marina Shafir for the TBS title, I believe it was.
Yes. This
Which
was
I
actually
enjoyed
really
this.
fucking solid, bro. I
Yeah.
wanted Mina to fucking win that title, bro.
Poor Mina, bro. We all love Mina.
Hmm.
A lot more Mina, please.
Yes, sir. If she ever needs an opponent to take the mother's milk, gotcha.
That's a funny
But
name. You gotta love it.
Yeet. Great match. I think it was Megan Bain retained.
No,
Um,
Willow retained, but
oh, wait,
Megan Bain was pissed. I don't think she got pinned. I think Marina got pinned by Willow. I believe it was, but Willow retained for sure. I know.
when did Willow become champ? What?
Yeah, she's two champs. She's holding the TBS
Oh
title.
wait,
She beat Mercedes. Remember?
fuck!
Clearly, you
I
don't.
forgot, dude. I forgot that fucking happened. I
Yeah,
knew she was the tag champ with Harley Cameron.
she's two belts. Willow. I almost said Mercedes.
Damn,
We
bro.
miss her.
When the fuck did this happen?
I think it was. I can't really remember. Hold on, let me look it up. Actually, I'll tell you right now.
And the worst fucking part is I watched this entire show.
Yeah. I believe it was like it was a while back. Like I know that for a fact because Mercedes, she lost that belt. Willow beats Mercedes.
The worst part is I ain't got no notes in front of me too, so it's just like boop, boop.
It was December 35th, December 31st, 2025 episode of Dynamite New Year's Smash.
Damn.
Yeah, she beat Mercedes. That's crazy.
I just
Happy
don't know
for them.
how. I just don't know how the fuck I would have forgot that happened.
Yeah, but it did. But yeah, she retained. I don't know what she does next.
That's right, because she celebrated and smashed Mercedes in the
Yeah.
cake.
Yep, which I
Dude.
hated.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but that was a fun match. Then we get into the best part of the show. Well, besides one thing, there was another good part, but this is Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, and the Cowboy Hangman Page.
Oh yeah, and Hangman said he was gonna put his career on the line.
Which, oh my gosh, we're back to this.
Wait,
again.
not his career. No,
The
he
title
said
shot.
the Cody Rhodes thing. He said the Cody Rhodes thing. If I lose, I will never, ever, 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 ever fight for the AEW championship again. And he didn't say not as long as MJF is champion. He said I will never fight for it again. That's what Cody Rhodes said. And bro, if you remember Cody Rhodes, one of the reasons he left AEW was he wanted to somehow get around the stipulation. Tony Khan said no, and AEW stipulations stick. They are booking matters. And then so he said, fuck y'all, and then went to WWE and became champion.
Well, I actually like Tony for saying that. I like when it matters. I just hate that we're doing this again because, like, I don't want Hangman to lose, but let's be real. MJF
He's gonna
losing.
lose.
Yeah.
No, because MJF right now, bro, is putting the most eyes on AEW. You cannot have him lose right now. And but I don't want to see Hangman lose either though. I guess. But,
They just backed themselves in a corner again.
They sure did, and it did not work out well last time.
And this is not going to end well either, I feel.
Oh, bro. Like,
we got another Texas death match as well. That's what Hangman wants. How do you feel about that?
So it's not a Texas death match yet, because remember, MJF is the one who ultimately gets to pick the stipulation. But Hangman said he wanted Texas death, and that crowd said they wanted Texas death.
Marks.
I personally would love it, but I think MJF is not going to do a Texas death match, bro.
He wants a real wrestling match because he's old school. Man, he's obviously old school as hell. Because he wants a professional wrestling match. And that crowd booed him for that. Those marks.
Bro, and you know what? Maybe that's because it's the easy path. Maybe the easy path is a normal match. All right, but could you beat the Hangman in the Texas Death? The only person that I know who's beat the Hangman in Texas Death is Swerve, who hung the Hangman just like he hung Kenny Omega.
Well, honestly, I want to get into that, but I really don't want to. You know what? I don't care. Swerve, Kenny.
You know this was the best part of the night, don't you? Which,
Yeah,
by the way, great fucking wrestling match.
this was
Fucking
epic.
back and forth. I thought Kenny Omega was beating him, one winged angel, but then he got out of it, kneed him in the jaw. Fucking Kenny went to go do it again, and then Swerve turned it into big pressure. 1, 2, 3, but the W was not enough, bro. He was out to kill Kenny Omega, and the Bucks. Where the fuck were they
Where
to
was
come help their
Hangman?
boy? Nowhere.
And bro, like Swerve, the moves he was doing, like he did a power. He picked him up for a power bomb and like flipped him, and I was just like, holy shit, this guy gets better and better each week. Kenny tried to suplex him. Kenny fell, and Swerve flipped over and literally just like kicked him right in the face. And like this match was
So,
great,
so this
epic.
comes because Kenny Omega is going to be missing. I think the pay per view.
Yeah,
And so it was a way to write him off, and it makes sense of why he's not at the big show. But then also, I think it helps because Swerve had just got accused by Booker T a year to the day that him and Swerve had this like online beef,
yeah.
and said that Swerve is causing bad habits in the locker room for young wrestlers, and that he's not a good example or something like that. And then Swerve had retweeted it with bad habits, copyrighted or trademark. And so I'm just thinking, bro, like, does that also maybe tie into why last night's heel turn happened? I wonder if that's part of it. Like, he gets accused of bad habits, and
Yeah.
then he goes and turns heel.
I just thought it was. You could be right. I just think it's crazy. Like seeing Swerve as a babyface, he's great. He's such a good character. But like heel Swerve, that's where the money's at.
Oh, 100%. And I think Swerve Strickland is 10 times better as a heel. But I think also, bro, last night he really showed in the main event that he could go toe to toe
With the
with the
best.
very best that AEW has to offer. Like, I think last night did so much for him, bro.
He looked like a main event player, and kind of the last year or so, he's been kind of the background. But now, this is the Swerve that's going to be the main event.
So what if this all leads to another Hangman versus Swerve? Like, all right,
I'll
like hear
take
me
it.
out here.
I'll take it.
I feel like Hangman is going to beat MJF. I just don't feel Tony Khan is stupid enough to repeat history twice. All right. So I feel like Hangman is going to beat MJF, and this is going to lead to Hangman versus Swerve for the title with Swerve as the heel, Hangman as the babyface. What do you think?
I could see that. I could also see Swerve screwing over Hangman at Revolution, and that's what builds up to their story again, which that was holding up AEW a lot of the last 2 years.
I think you know what that would be a great. But see, then here's the thing, though, and I do agree with you on this. They do not need the title; they're so good. But at the same time, I I just I don't like the booking of if you lose, you will never ever fight for the championship ever again. Now, if he said I will never fight for it again as long as
A
MJF
sure
is
champion,
champion,
then
that'd
fine.
be different. But like this is just terrible booking in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't agree with it honestly, but they had to do something to make it different because we've had this 2 years in a row now at Revolution. So I feel like they had to do something different to make the other match look different to this one, which I understand, but like
So maybe
they're in
then
a
don't
corner now.
repeat the same match.
Yeah, they're in a corner now. I would have went with Andrade MJF at Revolution. That would have been a match first time ever.
Exactly. And I think it would have sold just as good. But now here we are, right? So how do we make the best of it? Either we have Swerve cost Hangman and that at least builds to a story, or we have Hangman win.
Which I don't want that because my boy just won the title.
Right.
Like, yeah,
So
you don't have to have a long run, but it's like I'm at least going 4 months. If anything, take the belt off at All In.
Okay, I got a
To
booking idea.
Osprey.
I got a booking idea. All right, hear me out here. All right. So Swerve cost him against MJF. All right, Hangman can no longer face for the championship ever. This leads to weeks of Hangman Page and beating the fuck out of Swerve every chance that he gets. All right, building into All In, right? Because this is where it should take place if we're gonna make All In WrestleMania for them. All right, and we have Hangman versus Swerve with this stipulation. Because Swerve had cost Hangman the match, if Swerve were to lose to the Hangman, Hangman gets a one more chance at the AEW Championship.
I could see something like that as well. I
And
personally, though, they fucked this all up in a way.
I agree, but that's me trying to make the best of an awful situation.
Yeah. Can we also talk about the ending when he put Kenny through the table? Dude, or Osprey. Swerve was literally looking at the camera. I needed this. And he was almost in tears when he said, he's like, I needed this. I loved that.
And bro,
Like, this is the Swerve.
maybe he did. Maybe he needed to remember who the fuck he was. You know what I'm saying?
We've
And
always known.
I feel like sometimes when you go from being the guy to no longer being the guy, you kind of forget it. And I feel like this was very much needed for Swerve. Because, like I said, even I watching the main event thought, dude, this did so much for Swerve Strickland to be put back in the main event scene.
And he won.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't just make a statement in the ending. He won the clinic of a match.
Yes, sir. And he, like I said, he went toe to toe with the best that AEW has to offer and showed that he could hold his own. Like,
Swerve is
bro,
the future.
yes, sir. And that's
He might
one
even be
where,
today.
and that's where I feel like they should have never, when Swerve was champ, they should have never gave Brian title for that little bit of time. I love Brian, all right, but I don't feel like that did any good for the company. I truly don't, in the grand scheme of things.
Was that the last time he was the champion?
Yes.
I loved the moment they gave Brian, but I agree with you.
And I feel like we sacrificed Swerve's championship reign for Brian. And then he never went after the title for a while. And then John Moxley held the title in the briefcase for that year. And then Hangman won, and then MJF. So
Honestly, yeah, I agree
I
with
th-
you.
just think about what Swerve could have been had they not done that.
It's crazy to think about, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think the main event of All In, MJF is going to lose that world title to the returning Will Ospreay. I said this a year ago, bro. Will Ospreay will be the main event of All In the next year in Wembley. I'm
He
sticking with
has
my
to
gun.
be.
He is. Him and MJF, part two.
And here, do you know what they could do? Because I don't know how much star power Will Ospreay has anymore. He's been off for quite a while, but at least at a time, I thought he could have been AEW's equivalent to John Cena, and he would have been your company babyface to really lead the company in the future. But also with MJF, you have that willpower, but in a different character. And I feel like Osprey could be the Cena to MJF's Edge.
I agree. I'm telling you, Ospreay's gonna beat MJF and win that title. He's gonna because he has videos on the show, so I see him returning soon.
I
Not
do
soon,
too.
but maybe March, April, before All In.
I could dig that.
But I'm also excited for TNA because I want to read the card to you right now because I've seen it.
Bet.
I know it's the show that was taped this past Saturday. It was the Elijah match with the guitar. Like I think there's like a guitar No, it's a coffin match, but for some reason.
Oh yeah, the guitar coffin match.
Yeah, so that match. Okay, the card's right here. We got a coffin. Come on, phone. It's the casket match, coffin match, guitar, whatever you want to call it, against Mustafa Ali. I'm going with Mustafa.
I'm gonna go Elijah.
We'll hear from Elena Black, aka Cora Jade.
Yeah, not looking forward to that.
I like her though.
I know why.
Mike Santana will be live. It says. Jody Threats taking on Tessa Blanchard. And then I guess a rematch with Stacks, whatever you want to call him.
Shannon Stacks Lorenzo.
He's getting a rematch for his championship against the Rascals Trey Miguel, which should be a good match.
Trey Miguel wins.
Yeah, and then I believe it says BWE and Rich Swann versus it was Eric Young's former team.
Oh, BDE and Rich Swann versus Eric's Young guys, bro. Eric Young's guys, bro.
Well, he's not with them anymore, but I'm just saying they were his guys. But
he's gonna help them.
Who knows? But that's the card, which looks pretty solid.
I'm not gonna lie; it sounds kind of average. I don't have a lot of high expectation, but maybe that's a good thing. If I go in expecting nothing, I might be surprised.
Yeah, you never know, honestly. And I don't think it's gonna be better than Dynamite.
No,
I really don't. But it's gonna be better than NXT. I bet. I almost said TNA.
I don't know why, but NXT just ends up. It just ends up being a show that I don't care for. Yeah. And then it just turns out that Miss Parker's injured.
The only good thing I seen was Joe and Ricky, I guess, have a match at the pay-per-view, and they brawled, and I liked that, I guess. But other than that, there's really nothing.
It's not even Joe and Ricky's fault. It's just, they just lost a lot of top guys for NXT's main event card. And there's not a lot of guys that are ready to be in the main event spot in NXT. And it obviously shows. And the women's division, I feel like, is the only thing holding up the programming.
I agree. Hopefully, something surprises us.
Like Zarya telling Soruka, "We are done. We are not friends. We are not a team. We are completely done, bro." The only thing I was waiting for her to do was beat the shit out of her, but unfortunately, that did not happen.
I don't blame her if she did, bro. I'm telling you, Soruka, I love her, but she's the heel. She's a selfish.
I would agree with that. And it's because Soruka, to me, keeps screwing over Zarya.
She is, bro. She's being a selfish friend.
Nobody likes a selfish friend.
Bro, even Zarya's like, you're being selfish. You think about yourself. And then she told her off. She don't want to talk to her anymore. Which we know how that goes with friends.
And I mean, to be fair, bro, you're in this business you're not in this business to have friends. You're in this business to make money and to win championships.
And get those women, I guess.
Well, in her case, women or men, I don't know. But, bro, and so it's one of those things where I feel like Zarya had to see this coming. She had to see it coming, bro.
I agree. I still think Soruka's better than Zarya in ring, but I do think Zarya's good. I just don't blame her.
I feel like Zarya should have been a monster heel. I feel like she could have been such a dominant force in NXT, and I feel like they dropped the ball with her, putting her in a tag team spot with Soruka.
Yeah. When she first came in, we all thought some big things were going to happen, and then, yeah.
Her momentum was quickly squashed, bro.
Yeah. Hopefully she turns and then just goes on to do good things, because the tag team is just, it's not good no more. Yeah. That was a hit. Oh yeah.
Woo!
Woo.
And bro, that's how you do it. All right, and I had to show you what a man is.
I guess.
And it's okay. It's okay. You can't do what the king does. I understand. All right, but that is how you do it, my man.
I guess.
But I'm.
Dynamite was a great show, though. Seriously, great episode.
It was, and what I was gonna say is I'm hoping that TNA is gonna be good tonight.
Me too.
But right now I got to be honest, I'm not like super ecstatic, but I'm hoping that the coffin guitar match at least kicks ass.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Hopefully.
with that said, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, and catch you later, everybody.
Later, brother.
Later, bro.